Hello and welcome. My name is Vakile. The other method of creating African rhythm is using triads. I've used them in many places. So triads. Let's pick triads. And triads do appear. Let's say there are three types of triads. There is the root triad. There's the first inversion and there's the second inversion. The root triad has the root on the lowest frequency string, and the third on the second lowest frequency string, and the fifth on the highest string. And if you jumble if you put the root on the highest string, and then you put you jumbling. Let's just do an example here. This is a triad which is in the root position. Let's say the key of G. The key of G on the 10th fret. So I have those, and my first finger is on the D there, which is on the 10th fret. Second, let's say fourth finger is on the second string, 12th fret, and my third finger is on the 12th fret, third string. So that creates a root third 5, a root third 5th. That's the root position of that chord. Now the first inversion of that chord is, let's invert it up here. This was G, and up here you got a G which is on the highest string, and a fifth on the second highest, and the third on the lowest string. So it's like that, a bar there, and on the third fret, strings number 1 and 2, and then you throw your second finger on the 4th fret, string number 3. That's the triad. That's the first inversion. Now if you throw unisons and octaves there, you're gonna come down here. I'll show you the method of inverting this, but today we just speed going through this. We just speed reading this thing on the fretboard. So this is your second inversion. Now you bar on the 7th fret from string number 1 to 3 with your first finger, and then you drop the second finger on string number 2, 8th fret. So you bar on the 7th fret, you drop this on the second string, 8th fret. Okay. Now the spelling of that chord would be 5th, root, and 3rd. So let's start all over again. This is a root position 1, 3, 5, and this is first inversion 3, 5, 1, 351, and this is second inversion 5, 1, 3. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do in this, because we want to create a chord progression. Now let's harmonize the major scale with a triad, one of these. Let's pick this one, the second inversion. So the first triad there is major. The second triad is minor. The third triad is minor. The fourth triad is major. The fifth triad is major. The sixth triad is minor. The seventh triad is diminished. And back to the 8th, which is major. Okay. So you can also use the chord progression that I have been using, which is 1, 4, 1, 5. Okay. Like that here on that. So you can do that. Now let's identify 1, 4 and 1, 4 and 1, 5 there. So this is your 4 here. Then this is your 5. So good. You got that? Let's put a drum. Maybe on that. Just to explain a little bit to you, this root chord is in the second inversion. The fourth is in the first inversion, and the fifth is in the root position. Okay, I've done that so that we can play the chords on the same place, which is called position playing. Position change would actually be quite difficult, because if I play the same shape for this chord, I would have it also creates a different sound, because these notes up here are higher notes. So if you play them on almost the same place there, you can create something, sounds that are within the same range. And then when you put a solo, say up here on an octave or on a fifth up here, it would seem to introduce a new range of frequencies. So that's what we're looking for. So we want that kind of stuff. But there are times when you want to play frequencies like that. There are times when you want to do that, and it's allowed in music. It's all good. It's all good, mates. And but just to make sure that when you're starting off, you want to be changing positions almost on the same place, because if you try to do that, you may miss the chord. Oh, I've hit a C sharp, not a C. If you try to come back to that, it's too late. The other guys are gone. Okay, so that's the reason why you have to play on one place as well. That's another reason. Now, the other thing that you have to note with these triads, you can do triads, which is another tutorial, a long tutorial again. And I'm going to do this on DVD to show you triads on any 2 sets of strings and on 3 sets of strings. Just this next one, I'm going to show you how you play triads on 2 strings. Let's say on this one here, I'm playing in the key of G. So that's the first triad. So you can actually put a drum there to find out how it sounds. So that is that chord progression there, and I'm using the power of slides, the technique of sliding. I'm just sliding. Just sliding to the 4th. So that introduces another kind of a flavor there, just by sliding, you know. So that's two string triads. I could have done them on the same place as well, 2 string triads. Now, this is the thing, and I just want to show you probably the last one here in this section. I want to tell you that there are lots and lots and millions of these progressions, okay? But what you have to know is you have to pick any scale that you want, you harmonize it with triads, and then you produce the triad progressions in that scale. The thing is, when you play the chords in that scale, and then you try to solo over the chord progression using that particular scale, it's already in good shape, man. Things are already good, and you don't have to struggle. Okay, so that's the way. If you don't want to struggle with how you can solo over something, know the chord progressions and know where the scale from which they were taken, and then you use that scale. Okay. For a major scale, for example, for let's say I've picked the chords from a G major scale, I can use the G major chord, G major scale to solo over that, or I can use the G. Now I'm looking at things now. I can use the C major scale there, which is your 4th. If I use the G major scale, I would actually have I would have my a mod there, okay, or I can use the 5th there, which is my D major scale. Okay, that's it. Or I can just plug off notes and use the pentatonic scale, the major pentatonic scale. Okay, so this is the thing. So know the scale, harmonize that scale with triads, and then you produce your progressions, and you can arpeggiate progressions. You can arpeggiate your triads, or you can strum them, or you can slide them, or you can trill them, or bend them. You know, just subject them to some bit of musical torture, and they will give you a nice piece of music. Thank you very much. My name is Okile, and I'll meet you in the next tutorial where we study African rhythm, African guitar rhythm. Cheers.